orient you to kind of how we're thinking about the current generation of cloud computing and on-demand, software as service. And how many people here are actually work for some kind of on-demand or cloud computing company? Raise your hand. All right, very good. How many people here are actually, and these are customers or customers of cloud computing? All right, how many people here use Salesforce.com? Raise your hands. All right, and how many people here are prospects? Okay. Salesforce is a publicly traded company, as Tony said. It's traded on the stock ticker symbol CRM and the New York Stock Exchange. And so this is our safe harbor statement. We'll give you a chance to read it, and if you haven't seen it before, you can also find it on our website. One of the great things that's exciting about our industry and what keeps me going every day and makes it more exciting is that it's constantly changing, that the only constant is change in our industry, and that you have to constantly be reinventing yourself. That's true as an entrepreneur, but that's especially true as great technology companies. So we're here at Hewlett-Packard today. This is a great example of a company that has been able to survive over a long period of time because they're constantly making these changes. And in our industry, it is all about change, it's about transformation, it is about growth and evolution. And we've really seen our industry evolve. And if you kind of look at kind of the history over the last 40 or 50 years, we came out of mainframe computing, really pioneered by companies like IBM, and into mini computers, which were pioneered by companies like HP, but also like Data General and DEC and others, and then into client-server computing that was pioneered by great companies like Microsoft and Oracle, and into desktop internet computing, which was pioneered by great companies like Amazon and Yahoo and even Google. And we're now really opening a door and walking into a new era of computing, a new generation of computing, and something really that everybody needs to be paying attention to. For the new companies that are starting today, I'm sure this is already on your mind, but for the companies that are kind of more than a few years old and maybe we're designing for the last set of principles, this is a big wake-up call because a lot of companies and a lot of executives are getting left behind, which is what always happens in one of these shifts, and we all need to pay attention to this because this is the biggest, most exciting shift, and the most value will be created for employees, for shareholders, for customers than ever before. It's also incredibly important to point out that as we move from cycle to cycle, that 10 times the number of users per cycle are added. So each shift is an order of magnitude greater than the previous shift. You can find this in terms of social networking. This is a Morgan Stanley graph that social networking passed email. How many people here already have one social networking account on Facebook? How many people have an account also on Twitter, on other accounts? How many people here have more than 2 email accounts? Raise your hand. Just to give you a perspective, social networking users passing email users already, but it's not just about social networking. There's a broad change in internet usage. That is, what we have seen on the internet and how people have been using the internet is fundamentally changing, and a lot of those kind of what I would call Cloud1 websites, or those early websites, kind of dropping away, brands changing, but user behavior is fundamentally changing. You can see it here in this demographic information about how people are using the internet, using social networking more, soon to have 500 million users on Facebook, using video more, again, YouTube, and then also search as 3 dominant categories of usage emerging. And it's not just what people are doing on the internet, but it's how they're doing it also. That is, while they were using mostly maybe their PCs and their Macs or whatever, now they're using mobile devices and smartphones. They're using iPhones, they're using their Blackberries, they're using their iPads. How many people here have one phone with them that can handle apps? Raise your hand. How many people have 2 phones with them that can handle apps? Like me. All right. How many people have an iPad with them? All right. Pretty good market share, only for 1 week. So
2 weeks.
We really think that what this means is, and what we all have to be paying attention to, is a fundamental shift in cloud computing. And as a company that pioneers cloud computing, we kind of look at this now as an evolution from Cloud1. And a lot of companies and a lot of executives and a lot of people missed Cloud1 completely. They lost the billions of dollars of market creation and opportunities. And now we are moving into Cloud 2. So we're leaving Cloud 1 behind, and we're moving to Cloud 2. Cloud 1 dominated by companies like Amazon, by Google, by eBay, by Yahoo, and a lot of those Cloud 1 companies kind of waffling back into irrelevance. But Cloud 2 is very, very exciting, and we see this new generation of companies like Facebook and Twitter, two very hot private companies, but really dominating where people's mind and consciousness is around the internet. We have to be paying attention to this kind of simple shift. Cloud 1, this is directly out of a slide that I gave in around 2005 around multi-tenant shared system, trusted reliability and performance, the democratization, being able to provide enterprise computing for everyone, metadata-driven customization, which means that we're making customization not in the core code, but at the metadata level, mashups, multiple systems working together, web-based integration, development as a service, so you can build as you build right off of the net, something that we've pioneered with our Force.com capability, and we even came up with a term for it called platform as a service, multi-tenant development platform, applications exchanges. We were one of the very first to have an application exchange, and multi-device delivery. Now, this is